Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where I show you how to dominate in the crypto markets. As Bitcoin continues to trade sideways, Ethereum is leading the pack right now, printing new all-time highs as we speak. And with this being said, there are a few fundamentally primed altcoins that have been trading sideways for weeks to months that I do believe are primed to break out soon. So in this video, we're going to hop into the charts and go over what these altcoins are. Make sure you stick with me until the very end. You smash the like button on this video. You subscribe to Crypto Empire if you are not subscribed already, and leave a comment down below. And like always, let the gains be with you. Starting off, let's take a look at the market cap as a whole. We have Bitcoin trading at $57.8 thousand, Ethereum $2,944, printing new all-time highs today, and I do believe this is just the beginning. $3,000 is chump change for Ethereum, as crazy as that sounds. Yes, guys, I do believe Ethereum will hit at least $10,000 this bull run, but in this video, we're not going to be talking about Ethereum. We're going to be talking about 5 altcoins that are primed to follow Ethereum and also print new all-time highs in the price charts. Also, it's important to note Bitcoin dominance is 46.5%. Ethereum dominance is currently 14.7%, still creeping up. Let's take a look at the charts. So one important chart that you always need to keep an eye out on is the total 2, which measures the entire cryptocurrency market cap besides Bitcoin, right? So we currently have a market cap of $2.3 trillion, and the total 2 market cap is currently $1.13 trillion, right? So Bitcoin is making up 46% of the market cap at about 1.08 trillion. So always keep an eye out on the total 2. Notice this strong V-shaped recovery we had after the flash crash. This is super bullish, and we look for market structures like this to confirm the fact that we are still in the bull market, right? We are printing higher highs. We made a new all-time high on the total 2, right? We hit $1.135 trillion. I do believe this will continue to rise. Before we get into these 5 altcoins, where may we go with the total 2 market cap? This is important to know because it gives us a general idea of how much money is actually going to be flowing into the markets. We can see our first Fibonacci extension level is at $1.1345 trillion. Next, we have $1.48 trillion, and after that, we have $1.71 trillion. So what does this mean? It means that hundreds of billions of dollars will be flooding into the altcoin market cap and cryptocurrency space as a whole. This is not financial advice, of course. Anything could happen. However, I do believe that this bull market is only going to be continuing. We're probably getting into like the 3rd or 4th inning at this point in time. I don't think we're close to the top. However, we're now further down the meter towards the end of this bull market than we were, of course, a few months ago. So keep that in mind, guys. Billions of dollars will be heading into crypto over the next weeks to months to years, of course, right? Crypto is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So things are looking very good. Now, the first altcoin that has been trading sideways for a few weeks now, even a few months, that I'm going to be going over is actually Polkadot. So taking a look at Polkadot on the daily price chart, we're currently trading at $36.81. And with Polkadot, it's always important to remember that the ecosystem that is currently being built on top of the Polkadot and Cosmos networks is literally going to be the next version of the internet. This coin has so much potential. The entire Polkadot ecosystem has so much potential, and it's in its infancy right now. So I know a lot of you guys may feel discouraged because you missed out on Polkadot when it was trading sideways for, let's see how many days it was trading sideways for. About 114 days, Polkadot was around $4 to $5. All right. I know a lot of you guys might feel like you missed out. However, do note that you have not missed the opportunity for Polkadot, because I do believe that this coin will be hundreds of dollars at the end of this bull run. And as we can see over here, we are now back in a sideways range. If we measure how long we've been in this sideways range for, I'll take it from this candle to where we are now. About 70 days. We've been trading sideways for about 68, 70 days, over 2 months. I would categorize this range from the price levels down here, these low wicks, about $26, $27, to this high over here, the first high that we made, which is about $42. So we're currently sitting at $36, $37, which is pretty much in the middle of the range, maybe a little above the median. So it's important to note that this isn't exactly buying a top if you were to enter into Polkadot right now. So with this being said, let's find some points on the chart that Polkadot may dip down to that may serve as an excellent entry price. I have this green line drawn on the chart horizontally, and now I want you to take a look at everything that's occurred around the area of this green line. Right, we have this one swing high, we have another one over here, and we have another one over here. Now we have this demand zone that was used already by this long wick down, right? And then we have these candle bodies closing as well, and now it's being used as an area of resistance on the chart. So this is telling me that this is a key level on the chart over here at the $36, $37. So we would need to flip this key level of resistance, turn it into support to continue higher. So I am looking for Polkadot to reclaim this level right here at the $36, $37 level, and then push forward to these highs over here that we created. Another thing to take note of is how we recovered from the flash crash. Now this scenario, this market structure is pretty common across the board. This beautiful V-shaped recovery, we showed a lot of strength on the recovery, which is very bullish. Now let's drop this down to a 4-hour and let's see if we can find some points on the chart that may serve as good entries. Okay, my eyes go immediately to this level right here on the chart. This is definitely a strong zone. I'm going to get rid of this previous demand zone. So this zone right here at the $33.70 down to the $32 and about 50 cents does look like a nice entry point on the chart. Another thing to keep in mind, we're looking at the 4-hour. This pink line here is the 200 EMA on the 4-hour. Look how it is being used perfectly for support on the chart, right? So if we were to dip down and break this EMA, these are the levels that I would be looking at to enter into a long or enter into a dollar cost average position, because I personally think Polkadot should be a part of your HODL portfolio, something that you're not looking to trade. It's more of an investment. It's always important to note the differences between a trade and an investment when you buy an asset, right? Do you want to hold this for a few days to a few weeks, maybe even less than a day? That's a trade. Do you want to hold this for the long term? That is a HODL. Polkadot for me, guys, Polkadot is an absolute HODL, and I think it definitely should be a part of your cryptocurrency portfolio. Again, none of this information is financial advice. I'm just telling you what I do believe will play out in the future. I don't have a crystal ball. Of course, I could be wrong. Anyway, next zone to look out for is down here at the $29 level to the $28 level, right around the $30, right? If you can scoop Polkadot up for $30 or under $30 again, that is like the ultimate flashing green light to press the buy button. Okay, so these are the areas I'm looking for Polkadot. Of course, we're using this 200 EMA as support right now, so definitely keep an eye out if we do break this 200 EMA on the 4-hour to the downside. Be looking to take a long for DOT. Now, before we get into the next coin, I do have to mention that Polkaswap, which will be one of the main decentralized exchanges, if not the main decentralized exchange on the Polkadot network, just did undergo its soft launch. So users, if you want to find out more about this, you can watch a video that I did make on the Crypto Lifestyle channel. Definitely check that out. Link will be down in the description below. You can find out how to earn some PSwap tokens. But with this being said, this was the soft launch. We are expecting the hard launch, which will be like the live version, like fully vetted, fully tested version of Polkaswap. We're expecting this to launch at the start of summer. And I do believe this is when the Polkadot ecosystem is going to fully come alive. And Polkadot's going to go absolutely wild. The whole DOT ecosystem is going to go wild. Same with Kusama towards the start of the summertime. So we do have a little bit of time, about 1 or 2 months before, Polkadot really starts going crazy and is in everybody's radar. So prepare ahead of time. That's all I have to say. Polkaswap soft launch just happened. Things are really starting to move into motion now, and Polkadot needs to be on your radar. Next coin we're going to be looking at is going to be Cardano. Yes, another smart contract blockchain in the top 10 cryptocurrencies. The reason I'm bringing up Cardano is because, again, it's been trading sideways for quite a while now. Now with Cardano, we are at the upper end of the range at about $1.34. However, if we can look, we've been trading sideways. I mean, I'll take it from over here to be conservative. We've been trading sideways for 63 days. Over 2 months, we've been in this sideways range. All right, the longer the consolidation, the bigger the move in whichever direction it does want to take. And being that we are in a bull market, I am biased that we will move to the upside, which is why I'm bringing up Cardano in this video. We are currently facing some resistance on the daily chart. We have this drop-based drop supply zone, which also confluences beautifully with this trend line. We can see that price did test this area of resistance on the chart. We are now consolidating. Now I'm going to drop this down to a 4-hour because this looks super bullish to me on the 4-hour. I will explain why. We are in an uptrending market. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And also, we're facing a bit of horizontal resistance here with this supply zone. Okay, so I'll put a horizontal line on the chart so that you have a better idea of what I'm saying here. So we did break above into the supply zone. We broke down, retested the trend line. But when we are in this rising wedge structure, right, where we're making higher highs and we're also facing horizontal resistance, I think this will be happening relatively soon. So I'll be sure to get this video out as soon as possible. But chart this on your own. You will be able to see this rising wedge chart pattern. It's looking super bullish. Cardano, guys, if we were to drop down lower, we can see we have these candle wicks going right into this yellow line I drew. This would be a demand zone for sure on the chart. I'll just put it here for you. So yeah, over here, the $1.25 down all the way to $1.19. Honestly, guys, Cardano under $1.25 is a buy in my book. This is long-term speaking. Again, we're not looking for trades here. These are more investments that I do expect to perform well during this bull market. Yes, they may crash if we see another crypto bear market, but over the long term, I do expect Cardano, Polkadot as well, to be here in 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. So these assets should definitely be a part of your portfolio, not financial advice. But we are looking very bullish on Cardano on the charts. And there's also some very bullish news for Cardano that just came out this past week that wasn't really reflected in the price action. The first piece of very bullish news is Cardano's deal with Africa and Ethiopia. So essentially, Cardano is going to be giving 5 million students blockchain-based IDs, which will allow the authorities to track every student's academic performance. Also, 750,000 teachers will get access to the system, according to the minister. The Ethiopian government struck a deal with an undisclosed Chinese manufacturer to provide enough tablets for the project to happen. So Africa is building the infrastructure to catch up on development and technology to the Western world, and Cardano is the network that they are using for that. So how it will work, essentially, high school graduates will receive cards with NFC chips that will contain their education credentials. This means the data will be available even if a child doesn't have a mobile phone or other device connected to the system. So pretty much these kids, these school children, will be getting a card with a chip in it that's going to track all of their grades and track as well if they have some kind of diploma or other academic certificate. So it's definitely an interesting development. Obviously, this means more adoption for the Cardano blockchain as well as more exposure to the general public and the masses. So when the masses hear news like this, it makes them think, maybe I should buy Cardano, which will of course boost the price higher. The next piece of bullish news for Cardano is that a Shopify plugin will be allowing you to collect payments with Cardano directly right into your private self-hosted wallet. So this is super interesting. Anybody out there in e-commerce, if you are into crypto as well, I'm sure you're very excited about this. Crypto payment gateway solution Now Payments unveils a plugin that allows WooCommerce and Shopify merchants to get their hands on Cardano. After having confirmed our integration with the Cardano tech team, we are posting our announcement again, and we are excited to get in touch with the Cardano community. We have released our Shopify crypto payments plugin, and you can now accept payments in ADA for your Shopify store. So very exciting. Mainstream adoption is continuing to happen. We are chipping away at it brick by brick. Crypto is taking over the whole world. Right now, this is the e-commerce industry. We also have supply chain industry. It's going to be in every single industry will be blockchain. No doubt about it in my mind. Guys, crypto is here to stay. If you are not a part of it, definitely consider becoming a part of it. Anyway, the next altcoin that's been trading sideways for a few months now that I do believe is primed to break out is going to be Cosmos Atom. So I first covered Cosmos like when I first made this YouTube channel around 2 months ago now, a little less than 2 months ago. And Cosmos has been respecting this same order block down here at about $15 for the longest time. During the flash crash, we did drop down to about $16, and these were the lows from February, right? Down here in February, we saw these lows at about $15, $16. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line on the chart at these lows, and we can see that price did just reach these levels at the flash crash. And we also can see that this does look a little bit, if we just go over here, this does look a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders chart pattern, which is a reversal signal, right? We have one shoulder, the head, and the other shoulder here. We have the neckline over here. This would be your neckline. We broke above the neckline. Now we're using it as support on the chart for Cosmos. So Cosmos is going to be an interoperable blockchain very similar to Polkadot, very similar to kind of Matic as well, where it is its own network. However, it will be fully interoperable with other blockchains, so it will be very, very useful, and a lot of things will be built on top of Cosmos as well, just like Polkadot, just like Matic, just like Ethereum. Atom Cosmos is a main contender for the smart contract platforms and network. Anyway, let's zoom out to a daily here so that I can show you guys what's been going on. So this is just huge consolidation. It's been happening for about 78 days on Cosmos. Let's drop it down to a 4-hour. Okay, so we are again using this 200 EMA on the 4-hour as support. So this is very key. Notice how well this consolidation structure is holding up. If we do break beneath down here, I would first look to enter into a long at $20 and then again down here $18. Guys, Cosmos under $20 is an absolute bargain. Even at $23 is an absolute bargain. Just like Polkadot, I do believe Cosmos will be hundreds of dollars by the end of this bull run. It doesn't have the highest potential reward out of all the cryptos out there because we are currently number 33 in market cap for Cosmos, trading at a $5.6 billion market cap. So it doesn't have the highest potential reward. However, it is a project that I do believe will be here in the long term and will still make you crazy multiples on your investments, I do believe, this year. So Cosmos, guys, have it on your radar. We've been trading sideways. I think it is primed to follow Ethereum and break out to new all-time highs relatively soon. Now, the next coin that's been trading sideways for a long time now is Ren. And Ren, I do have a bit of a personal thing with because I've noticed, I've been holding Ren since the fall, guys. I'm going to zoom out to a daily. And you can see I do have this box drawn for Ren. I've had this on the chart forever. We traded sideways for 126 days. Over 4 months, we went sideways for Ren. What happened after that sideways consolidation? We broke out to insane price levels. We broke out about 268% from the top of the consolidation after we were going sideways for 126 days. So what does this tell me and what should it tell you as well? It tells me that you need to be patient and wait for these things to play out. Okay, I do have another box drawn on Ren with the sideways consolidation. I was charting this before. We can see we've been sideways for about 68 days now. Over 2 months, we've been going sideways for Ren. Also, we do have this pretty key supply zone on the chart up here where the flash crash originated from. Make this red. So we do have this key level up here at $1.09. We're currently 97 cents. All right, so Ren under $1. I think this is going to multiply by 10x this bull run. I do see Ren being $10. Yes, as crazy as that sounds. Ren, yeah, it's a strong one, guys. It allows you to bridge your Bitcoin and other assets on other blockchains onto Ethereum, right? It makes your Bitcoin into an ERC20 token that runs on the Ethereum virtual machine. This is very powerful because it allows you to use your Bitcoin in other ways that you cannot use when it's just on the Bitcoin blockchain. So Ren has use cases and it has a network effect as well. As more people learn about Ren and start bridging their assets and other blockchains onto Ethereum, you will see this price start to increase. So Ren also did print a pretty nice inverse head and shoulders pattern down here. Also bounced off the 200 EMA on the daily, right? This is super bullish because look, guys, we haven't touched the 200 EMA since over here on Christmas pretty much. Literally Christmas, we touched the 200 EMA in the daily. Then price exploded and now we are finally revisiting the 200 EMA. This crazy wick down to 1 cent. I'm not sure what happened there on the flash crash. Crazy liquidation squeeze. A lot of people definitely lost money on that. If you did buy long down here, you were up massively. Congratulations if that was you and you scoped that when it did happen. But yeah, we printed this inverse head and shoulders chart pattern, right? And we did break above the neckline. I'll drop it down to a 4-hour so we can get a better idea of what's happening. So yeah, we broke above this neckline with this huge explosive move up, and now we are consolidating at, again, all these coins have the same exact market structure. They're all consolidating at the 200 EMA on the daily. This is super bullish, guys. We're in the bull market. Ethereum printing new all-time highs, carrying the market right now. I'm expecting these coins to follow. Ren is a major DeFi coin. If we go over to DeFi Pulse Index, we can see that under the total value locked in assets, Ren Virtual Machine is currently number 4 with $662 million locked inside of the protocol. So out of $3.12 billion, Ren is holding a pretty nice chunk of that money inside of its smart contract. So Ren, guys, people use Ren for sure, and it's one of those coins that you can definitely sleep on because it goes sideways and consolidates for so long. But when it does break out, it shocks you because it runs super hard. And also another general rule of thumb for trading and for looking at markets, when we go sideways, the longer the consolidation, the bigger the move that happens afterwards. So I absolutely love to see these coins that consolidate for long periods of time. If we take a look at our Fibonacci extension, and I draw it from the Ren swing high down to the swing low, I won't be taking that wick that went all the way down to 1 cent. I'll take it down to the wick over here at about 65 cents. We can see our first fib level is at $2.55. After that, we have $2.99, pretty much $3, and then $3.70. So when we do break out of this range, I do expect these price levels to get hit for Ren. Next coin that we're going to be looking at, and the last coin that has been going sideways for months, is AVAX, Avalanche. Let's take a look at the chart. So AVAX, we are looking on the daily. So we broke out of this first chart pattern at the end of January. We went from $10 to like $70, was it? $60, right? $10 to $60, a 6x in about, from the time we broke out, a 6x in 11 days, right? So when things move, they move quick. And when things consolidate, they consolidate for a long time, which is why you need to exercise patience as a cryptocurrency trader and investor. So Avalanche now has currently been going sideways for about 78, 79 days. Just like all the other coins that we mentioned in this video, they had the huge explosive moves up. After that, they cool off. We're now testing a supply zone for Avalanche. And what I'm going to do just to illustrate what's going on here. So we have this one supply zone. I'm putting this horizontal line on the chart. We can see that it has been used in the past as both a level of support and resistance. We first have, after the explosive pump, we retrace down to this level, and we can see, I'm just going to get my marker, we can see that we use this area as a level of support on the chart. Then we broke down, right? And then we marched back up. We used it as resistance once here, then again, and also it's a supply zone that formed as well. Definitely look at that. And also we came back up into this level, use it as resistance once again, and it's now acting as another supply zone, which is more resistance on the chart. So what I'm looking for Avalanche personally is a support resistance flip of this $35 price level. So once we do flip this level to support and hold it, I will be looking for the next leg upwards, a push towards this all-time high and beyond. And if we're going to look for a potential buy zone, let's drop it down to a 4-hour, and we can see that I did draw this rally base rally candle, and it's looking like price is testing the bottom end of this zone. Now notice for Avalanche, the 200 EMA on the 4-hour is down here. We were using it as resistance in the past. We did break out. Now we tested this supply zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of this 200 EMA. However, not down here, the $29 level. I would be looking over here at this rally base rally demand zone over here at about the $30 price level, right? These psychologically round numbers, $30 just makes sense for an entry. So not financial advice, but I would place some bids over here on AVAX at $30, $29.50, and let that one play out for the long term. Because AVAX, guys, it is a smart contract blockchain. It will be interoperable, just like Polkadot, just like Cosmos, just like Matic. It has use case, and it's an investment. So these were 5 altcoins that have been going sideways for months that I do expect to break out relatively soon. We have Ethereum printing new all-time highs, leading the market, and I'm expecting these altcoins to follow after Ethereum, because fundamentally speaking, these assets are all very similar to Ethereum, being that most of them are smart contract platforms besides the likes of Ren, which is built on Ethereum. So yes, these smart contract platforms, I am expecting to have a very big month in the month of May and beyond as we head into summer, especially with Polkadot. We have Cardano having major bullish news connecting with the Ethiopian government, also being available on Shopify. So things are looking very good overall for all of cryptocurrency right now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the coins that I mentioned, because I did enough talking this video and I want to hear from you now. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and we will see you in the next one.